The Senate will come to order. I ask everyone present to please rise and repeat with me the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. In the absence of the clergy, may we please bow our heads for a moment of silence. Thank you. Reading of the journal.
In Senate Wednesday, May 28th, the Senate met pursuant to adjournment. The Journal of Tuesday, May 27th was read and approved on motion. Senate adjourned.
Without objection, the journal stands approved as read. Presentation of petitions. Messages from the Assembly. The Secretary will read.
On page 25, Senator Martin's moved to discharge from the Committee on Elections Assembly Bill number 8340 and substitute the identical Senate Bill number 6742, third reading calendar 325.
Substitution ordered. Messages from the Governor. Report of standing committees. Reports of select committees. Communications and reports from state officers. Motions and resolutions.
Please call on Senator Valesky, then Senator Gianaris, and then myself.
Senator Valesky.
Mr. President, on behalf of Senator Avella, I move that the following bill be discharged from its respective committee and be recommitted with instructions to strike the enacting clause, Senate Bill 7088.
So ordered. Senator Gianaris.
Thank you, Mr. President. On behalf of Senator Breslin, on page 58, I offer the following amendments to Calendar 809, Senate Print 5714-A, and ask that said bill retain its place on third reading calendar.
So ordered. Senator Libous.
Thank you, Mr. President. On behalf of Senator Zeldin, Mr. President, I wish to call up his bill, Senate Print 1687, recalled from the Assembly, but it's now at the desk.
Secretary will read.
Calendar number 62 by Senator Zeldin, Senate Print 1687, enactment of Public Authorities Law.
Mr. President, I now move to reconsider the vote by which this bill is passed.
The Secretary will call the roll on reconsideration.
Adabo, De Francisco, Klein, Libous, Skelos, Stewart, Cousins, Zeldin, ayes 55.
Mr. President, I now hand up the following amendments.
Amendments are received.
Thank you, Mr. President. On behalf of Senator Ball, on page 39, I offer the following amendments to calendar number 593, Senate Print 6563, and ask that said bill retain its place on the third reading calendar.
So ordered.
On behalf of Senator Hannan, on page 37, I offer the following amendments to calendar number 565, Senate Print 7027A, and ask that said bill retain its place in the third reading calendar.
So ordered.
On behalf of Senator Laval, on page 41, I offer the following amendments to calendar number 620, Senate Print 2922, ask that said bill retain its place on the third reading calendar.
So ordered.
On behalf of Senator Libous, Mr. President, on page 42, I offer the following amendments to calendar number 642, Senate Print 970, and ask that said bill return its place on the third reading calendar.
So ordered.
Mr. President, at this time, if we could take up a previously adopted resolution by Senator Avella, 4468, could you please read it in its entirety and call on Senator Avella before passage of the resolution?
Secretary will read.
Legislative Resolution number 4468 by Senator Avella, memorializing Governor Andrew M. Cuomo to proclaim May 2014 as Korean American Family Month in the state of New York. Whereas, when the sons and daughters of other nations move to the United States, the traditions they carry with them greatly enhance and strengthen the American population. And whereas in December of 1902, 56 men, 21 women, and 25 children left Korea and traveled across the Pacific Ocean on the SS Gaelic and landed in Honolulu, Hawaii on January 13, 1903. And whereas, since their arrival, Korean Americans have taken root and thrived in the United States through strong family ties, community support, and hard work. And whereas, family values and the importance of education are at the core of Korean culture, specifically the concept of filial piety, or love and respect for one's parents and ancestors, is a vital family virtue honored by Koreans for centuries. And whereas May is considered Family Month in Korean culture, with Children's Day falling on May 5th, Parents' Day on May 8th, and Teachers' Day on May 15th. And whereas Children's Day was founded in 1923 by Mr. Jung Hwang Bang, a children's book author and children's rights activist, to promote love and respect for youth. And whereas the proclamation of Children's Day, which was presented by Mr. Bong on May 1, 1923, contains 8 requests by children to adults, such as treating children with respect and providing a caring environment for children to learn and develop. And whereas acknowledging that children are the future of the nation, the day became a public holiday in Korea in 1975, allowing parents and children to spend the day together to strengthen the ties of the family. And whereas, since 1973, Koreans have celebrated Parents' Day on May 8th by presenting their parents with a red carnation and gifts. In addition, various ceremonies are held in the Korean American community to recognize sons and daughters who have rendered exemplary care and services to parents and elderly. And whereas May 15th is designated as Teachers' Day, while teachers are not blood relatives, they have long occupied a special place of honor and dignity in the Korean culture. And whereas Korean has a long tradition of sincere respect and admiration for teachers, and students are taught to respect their teachers from the very first time they enter a school. And whereas respect for teachers does not only take place in schools, but also in every household. It goes along with Korean culture, where the elderly are greatly respected for their lifelong wisdom and hard work on behalf of the Korean society. And whereas the Korean American community in New York State continues to honor family values through various events and ceremonies held annually during the month of May. And whereas the state of New York has always been richer culturally and socially as a result of many contributions of its vibrant Korean American community. New York is also fortunate to have in its midst a substantial number of citizens who trace their origins to Korea. Now, therefore, be it resolved that this legislative body pause its deliberations to memorialize Governor Andrew M. Cuomo to proclaim May 2014 as Korean American Family Month in the state of New York, and be it further resolved that copies of this resolution, suitably engrossed, be transmitted to the Honorable Andrew M. Cuomo, Governor of the state of New York, the Korean American Association of Greater New York, the Korean American Association of Queens, Korean American Filial Piety, Inc., and the Korean American Parents Association of Greater New York.
Senator Avella.
Thank you, Mr. President, and thank you for reading the previously adopted resolution which called upon Governor Cuomo to declare May as Korean American Family Month in the state of New York. I'm happy to report that last week Governor Cuomo did exactly that, and it really is a tribute to the Korean American community in the state. We had a ceremony back in the city of New York. We didn't have all the groups come up, but I did want to mention for the record all the groups that participated in the ceremony and thanking the governor for this wonderful tribute to the Korean American community. For the record, those organizations that were there: Korean American Association of Greater New York, Korean American Association of Queens, Korean American Parents Association of New York, Korean Community Services of Metropolitan New York, Korean American Family Service Center, Korean American Political Advancement, Korean American Filial Piety, Korean American Seafood Association of Greater New York, Korean American Senior Citizen Society of New York, ROK Marine Corps Veterans of Eastern USA, and finally the Korean Veterans Association, Eastern USA. And I can, thank this body for approving the resolution, which the governor then signed into to law, proclaiming May as Korean American Family Month. I hope we can do this every year, but we are the first state in the country to do such an honor to the Korean American community. Thank you, Mr. President.
Thank you, Senator. As was mentioned, this was previously adopted on April 29th. Senator Libous.
Senator Maziarz was rudely interrupting me, sir. At this time, could we move to adopt the resolution calendar?
All in favor of adopting the resolution calendar signify by saying aye. Opposed, nay. The resolution calendar is adopted.
Mr. President, can we take up a previously adopted resolution by Senator Kennedy, 4807? Please read it in its entirety and then call on Senator Kennedy.
The Secretary will read.
Legislative Resolution Number 4807 by Senator Kennedy, mourning the death of Edward F. Wagner, distinguished citizen and devoted member of his community. Whereas it is the custom of this legislative body to pay tribute to citizens of the state of New York whose life work and civic endeavor serve to enhance the quality of life in their communities in the great state of New York. And whereas Edward F. Wagner of Cheektowaga, New York, died on Saturday, February 8, 2014, at the age of 90. And whereas Edward Frank Wagner was born on October 1, 1923, the oldest of 5 children in his family. At the age of 15, he joined the Civilian Conservation Corps, sending 2/3 of his paycheck home to help support his mother and siblings. And whereas this esteemed man continued his service to his country when at the age of 20 enlisted as a member of the United States Marine Corps during World War II. And whereas Edward F. Wagner served courageously as Lance Corporal, experiencing heavy fighting during the Allied landing at Saipan and Tinian in the Marina Island Campaign. His many military decorations include a Purple Heart for his injuries sustained during battle. And whereas after the war, Edward F. Wagner returned home, married, and started a family, a wonderful family with his late wife, the former Adele Jendrazik. He also began a career with the Westinghouse Corporation that would last for 49 years. And whereas this remarkable Marine Corps veteran distinguished himself in his profession and by his sincere dedication and substantial contributions to patriotic causes in his community. And whereas Edward F. Wagner was a longtime member of Private Leonard VFW Post number 6251, the Cheektowaga Patriotic Commission, and Marine Corps League Detachment number 239. He was also a founding member of Boy Scouts of America, Troop number 554. And whereas Edward F. Wagner's commitment to excellence and his spirit of humanity carried over into all fields of enterprise, including charitable and civic endeavors. And whereas, known for his dedication to veterans' causes, he was proud to visit the injured at the VA hospital and sell poppies to raise funds for war veterans. On Veterans Day, he would visit local elementary schools to give educational talks to children. And whereas, a man of faith, Edward F. Wagner was a lifelong member of St. Barnabas Catholic Church, where he served as an usher in the Knights of Columbus. And whereas, predeceased by his first wife, Adele, 2 brothers, Harry and Frank, and his sister, Irene, Edward F. Wagner is survived by his wife, Mary Margaret, 2 brothers, James and John, his daughter, Patricia, son, Robert, his 4 stepchildren, Barbara, Lisa, Ober, and Eric, 2 grandchildren, Veronica and Paulina, and 10 step-grandchildren, Jordan, Amanda, Gabrielle, Haley, Rebecca, Anastasia, Emma, Oliver, Jasmine, and Patrick, as well as several nieces and cousins. And whereas, armed with a humanistic spirit, imbued with a sense of compassion, and remembered by a loving family, Edward F. Wagner leaves behind a legacy which will long endure the passage of time and will remain as a comforting memory to all he served and befriended. Now, therefore, be it resolved that this legislative body pause its deliberations to mourn the death of Edward F. Wagner, and be it further resolved that a copy of this resolution suitably engrossed be transmitted to the family of Edward F. Wagner.
Senator Kennedy.
Thank you, Mr. President. I rise today to honor the life of Edward Frank Wagner, a devoted husband, father, grandfather, decorated serviceman, and friend who passed away on February 8th of this year at the age of 90 years old. To know Ed was to love Ed. He was a dear friend. We extend our condolences to his family and friends as they mourn this tremendous loss, and we finally remember the contributions that he made to our community in Western New York and New York State and to our nation throughout his life. We're joined here today by many members of Ed's extended family, extensive family. As we all heard in the reading of this resolution, the Wagner family is very large, and they are wonderful people and have carried on his sense of nobility and his spirit in our community in Western New York. Ed was a strong, courageous, and incredibly humble individual who made his family life first and took great pride in the Western New York community. I met Ed through his work through the Patriotic Commission in Cheektowaga, and like anyone who met Ed, we not only became good colleagues, but we became good friends. And in putting this resolution together, we we're doing some digging on the history of Ed Wagner and what he really meant to our community in Western New York, to our state, and to our nation. And Ed wasn't an individual who liked to brag about himself. So it gives me great pride to be able to honor his life and his memories through speaking about some of the sacrifices that he made for our country and our community on the floor of the Senate today. In 1923, he was born, the oldest of 5 children in his family, and he always put his family, his brothers, and his sisters first. In the height of the Great Depression, he joined the Civilian Conservation Corps, and at only 15 years old, Ed sent his paycheck home each week in order to support his family. And when the Second World War broke out, Ed volunteered to join the United States Marine Corps to serve the country. And as the war waged on in the Pacific, he fought valiantly on behalf of our great country, earning a Purple Heart in service to our country. After the war ended, he came home, he met his wife and married his wife Adele, started a family in Cheektowaga, and for nearly 5 decades he worked and labored to raise his family, working at Westinghouse Corporation, demonstrating a resilient blue-collar spirit that makes Western New York famous. His family and friends are here with us today. His wife, Peggy, Margaret Mary Wagner, who's here with Bob, Ed's son, Lisa, Barb, his stepchildren, and Eric, his daughter, Patty. He's remembered also his 2 grandchildren and 10 step-great-grandchildren, including Jordan, who is here with us today, studying nursing at D'Youville College, the greatest college on earth. Happens to be my alma mater. She's going to be a nurse in the near future. She's going into her junior year. His 2 brothers, James and John, his sister Margaret, his friends John and Ginny Faster are also here with us today. Known for his hard work, his great sense of humor, and his generosity, Ed Wagner was a family man who cared about his community and did all he could to support his family, his neighbors, and our community. He'll be deeply missed, and it's with his tremendous spirit that we honor his memory on the floor of the Senate today. Thank you for coming here to celebrate his life and service to our community, our state, and our nation. Thank you, Mr. President.
Thank you, Senator. The resolution was previously adopted on May 6th, and I'd like to join with the Senate in thanking the Wagner family for coming here, mourning the loss of a great man, and celebrating his life. Thank you for joining us. Senator Libous.
Just go back to the Avella resolution. Senator would like to open that up for all members, and if for any reason someone would like to come off it, let the desk know as their policy stands. Thank you.
Resolution is open.
At this point, I think it's time to read the non-controversial calendar.
Secretary will read.
Calendar number 280 by Senator Laval, Senate Print 6790A, enacted in the education law.
Read the last section. Oh. Lay the bill aside.
Calendar number 325 by Member of the Assembly Buckwell, Assembly Print 8340, enacted in the election law.
Read the last section.
Section 2, this act will take effect immediately.
Call the roll.
Adabo, DeFrancisco, Klein, Libous, Stewart, Cousins, Zeldin.
Announce the result.
Ayes 58.
The bill is passed.
Calendar number 381 by Senator Young, Senate Print 6884, enact amend Chapter 449 of the laws of 1986.
Read the last section.
Section 2, this act shall take effect immediately.
Call the roll.
Adabo, DeFrancisco, Klein, Libous, Stewart, Cousins, Zeldin.
Announce the result.
Ayes 58.
The bill is passed.
Calendar number 382 by Senator Young, Senate Print 6885, enact amend Chapter 777 of the laws of 1986.
Read the last section.
Section 2, this act shall take effect immediately.
Call the roll.
Adabo, DeFrancisco, Klein, Libous, Stewart, Cousins, Zeldin.
Announce the result.
Ayes 58.
The bill is passed.
Calendar number 464 by Senator Klein, Senate Print 2333, enact amend the civil practice law and rules.
Read the last section.
Section 2, this act shall take effect on the 30th day.
Call the roll.
Adabo, DeFrancisco, Klein, Libous, Stewart, Cousins, Zeldin.
Announce the result.
Relation to calendar 464, those recorded in the negative are Senators DeLon, Kruger, Montgomery, and Perkins. Ayes 54, nays 4.
The bill is passed.
Calendar number 526 by Senator Bonasek, Senate Print 7144, an act to amend the Estates, Powers, and Trusts Law.
Read the last section.
Section 2, this act should take effect immediately.
Call the roll.
Adabo, DeFrancisco, Klein, Libous, Skelos, Stewart, Cousins, Zeldin.
Announce the result.
Ayes 58.
The bill is passed.
Calendar number 596 by Senator Peralta, Senate Print 3930, an act to amend the banking law.
Read the last section.
Section 2, this act should take effect on the 180th day.
Call the roll.
Adabo, DeFrancisco, Klein, Libous, Skelos, Stewart, Cousins, Zeldin.
Announce the result.
Ayes 58.
The bill is passed.
Calendar number 680 by Senator Klein, Senate Print 6434, an act to amend the Alcoholic Beverage Control Law.
Read. Bill is laid aside for the day.
Calendar number 692 by Senator Laval, Senate Print 2282, an act to amend the Education Law.
Laid aside for the day.
Calendar number 713 by Senator Laval, Senate Print 1770, an act to amend the Public Health Law.
Read the last section.
Section 2, this act should take effect immediately.
Call the roll.
Adabo, DeFrancisco, Klein, Libous, Skelos, Stewart, Cousins, Zeldin.
Announce the result.
Ayes 58.
The bill is passed.
Calendar number 734 by Senator Maziar, Senate Print 1063, an act to amend the county law.
Call the last
Section
read the last
2.
section, sir.
Section 2, this act should take effect on the 180th day.
Call the roll.
Adabo, DeFrancisco, Klein, Libous, Skelos, Stewart, Cousins, Zeldin.
Announce the result.
Ayes 58.
The bill is passed.
Calendar number 751 by Senator Golden, Senate Print 2244, an act to amend the penal law.
Read the last section.
Section 2, this act should take effect on the 1st of November.
Call the roll.
Adabo, DeFrancisco, Klein, Libous, Skelos, Stewart, Cousins, Zeldin.
Announce the result.
Ayes 58.
The bill is passed.
Calendar number 752 by Senator Klein, Senate Print 2261, an act to amend the penal law.
Read the last section.
Section 2, this act should take effect immediately.
Call the roll.
Adabo, DeFrancisco, Klein, Libous, Skelos, Stewart, Cousins, Zeldin.
Announce the result.
Ayes 56.
The bill is passed.
Wait. Ayes 55, nays 3. Senators Montgomery, Perkins, and Sanders recorded in the negative.
The bill is passed.
Calendar number 753 by Senator Lanza, Senate Print 2492, an act to amend the penal law.
Read the last section.
Section 2, this act should take effect on the 1st of November.
Call the roll.
Adabo, DeFrancisco, Klein, Libous, Skelos, Stewart, Cousins, Zeldin. Ayes.
Announce the result.
In relation to calendar 753, those recorded in the negative are Senators Hoylman, Kruger, Perkins, and Sanders. Ayes 54, nays 4.
The bill is passed.
Calendar number 756 by Senator Lanza, Senate Print 3847, an act to amend the penal law.
Read the last section.
Section 3, this act should take effect on the 1st of November.
Call the roll.
Adabo, DeFrancisco, Klein, Libous, Skelos, Stewart, Cousins, Zeldin.
Announce the result.
Ayes 58.
The bill is passed.
Calendar number 759 by Senator Nozzolio, Senate Print 4928B, an act to amend the criminal procedure law.
Read the last section.
Section 2, this act should take effect January 1, 2016.
Call the roll.
Adabo, DeFrancisco, Klein, Libous, Skelos, Stewart, Cousins, Zeldin.
Announce.
In relation to calendar 759, those recorded in the negative are Senators Hassel Thompson, Montgomery, Perkins, and Sanders. Ayes 54, nays 4.
The bill is passed.
Calendar number 768 by Senator Nozzolio, Senate Print 7246, an act to amend the penal law.
Read the last section.
Section 2, this act should take effect immediately.
Call the roll.
Adabo, DeFrancisco, Klein, Libous, Skelos, Stewart, Cousins, Zeldin.
Announce the result.
Relation to calendar 768, those recorded in the negative are Senators Hassel Thompson, Hoylman, Kruger, Montgomery, Perkins, and Squadron. Ayes 52, nays 6.
The bill is passed.
Calendar number 769 by Senator Latimer, Senate Print 4843A. An act to amend the state technology law.
Read the last section.
Section 3, the statute take effect on the 120th day.
Call the roll.
Adabo, DeFrancisco, Klein, Libous, Skelos, Stewart, Cousins, Zeldin.
Announce the result.
Ayes 58.
The bill is passed.
Calendar number 772 by Senator Ranzanoff, Senate Print 6544. An act to amend the public authorities law.
Read the last section.
Section 2, the statute take effect immediately.
Call the roll.
Adabo, DeFrancisco, Klein, Libous, Skelos, Stewart, Cousins, Zeldin.
Announce the result.
Ayes 58.
The bill is passed.
On page 55, Senator Seward moves a discharge from the Committee on Housing, Construction, and Community Development, Assembly Bill number 8323A, and substitute the identical Senate Bill number 5992A, third reading calendar 778.
Substitution order. The Secretary will read.
Calendar number 778 by Member of the Assembly McGee, Assembly Print 8323A, an act to amend the real property tax law.
Read the last section.
Section 2, the statute take effect immediately.
Call the roll.
Adabo, DeFrancisco, Klein, Libous, Skelos, Stewart, Cousins, Zeldin.
Announce the result.
Ayes 58.
The bill is passed. Senator Libous. This completes the reading of the non-controversial calendar.
Mr. President. Mr. President, before I ask if there's any further business at the desk, I have a couple of announcements. Cities Committee will meet immediately following session in room 123. That's the Cities Committee. And immediately following the Cities Committee meeting will be Codes Committee, and that will be meeting next door in room 124, the Capitol. So Cities meeting immediately in room 123. Once Cities is concluded, Codes will meet in room 124. Hang on, Mr. President. I've got something coming in from headquarters.
Okay.
Mr. President, I can't believe that someone didn't hear me say something, but calendar 280 is and was laid aside for the day.
The bill will be laid aside for the day.
Being subtle has been never been one of my traits. So. Are there any further business, Mr. President, at the desk?
There's no further business at the desk.
There being no further business, I move that the Senate adjourn till June 2nd at 3 p.m., intervening days being legislative days.
On motion, the Senate stands adjourned until Monday, June 2nd at 3 p.m., intervening days being legislative days.